Somewhere around the job description, the client stated, and any other tax assigned. Now, this part, and any other tax assigned, it is not definitive. The third point is that you need to set realistic and achievable deliverables for yourself. Trust me, you don't want to shoot yourself on the foot. Hey fam, how you are doing? You're welcome again to another episode of Keeping Up with Peace. And it's been a minute, and you will all agree with me that today it's a beautiful day, irrespective of the time you're watching this video. Today has been a beautiful day, and it's definitely going to continue. So someone asked me this question. The person sent me a WhatsApp message, and then the person just wants to know how they can start virtual assisting and all that. For me, I would say it's quite easy to start your virtual assistant journey. All you have to do is to work on your portfolio, work on your online presence, work on your CV, and then start applying for jobs. Right? It's pretty straightforward. It's a straightforward process. So I'll be talking about the whole process on another video. But on today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to excel as a virtual assistant. So just grab your popcorn, grab your water, whatever drink you want to go with it. Sit tight and enjoy. Alright, so basically I have some points written down here, and excuse me if you find me just looking at it and trying to talk on it. The whole essence of this is so that I don't miss out on any point, and to ensure that I touch all points that I need to touch. Yeah, so let's get right into the video. So first thing first, for you to excel as a virtual assistant, you need to first of all discuss clear goals. Right, you need to set the clear goals, and you need to discuss the work expectation from the client. So now, how this works is that as a virtual assistant, the first step before you start working, before your tasks are assigned to you, there is something we call an onboarding phase. That is an onboarding section in which you have with your client or your employer to discuss their setting goals and aspiration when it comes to working with you, right? So basically, during this talk or during this section, it is advisable to always outline, the expectation, the job expectation, what the client expects you to do, what they want you to achieve, and these set goals and set expectations can be broken down into milestones. And what I mean by this is that you can actually set a weekly milestone or a daily milestone that the employer expects you to meet, right, in order for you to be termed successful on the role. So it is always advisable as a virtual assistant to discuss these things. Have this section with your employer, have this section with your clients, so that there won't be any kind of conflict in the near future. Take it from someone that has experienced this thing firsthand. So moving on, the second thing you want to do in order to excel as a virtual assistant is to have clear directive. Now this second point and the first point, they work hand in hand, they go together. You need to have clear directive as to where you're headed, what you want to achieve, right? And there should be a clear definition of your job description. Take for example, I had an employment with a client, and then in part of my job description was to work on everything administrative, that is typing of documents, working on proposals, let's say working on database and all of that, anything administrative. Think of it, that is part of what I'm supposed to do, right? And then in somewhere around the job description, the client stated, and any other tax assigned. Now this part, and any other tax assigned, it is not definitive. It is not a clear directive as to what you are expected or what is expected of you, in this area. So most of the times clients tend to abuse you because after all they've stated it and any other task assigned. That means they can actually ask you to probably design a website for them, or probably write a certain code, or probably, basically they can actually go outside of the agreed contract, because there is a phrase or there is a clause there that states, and any work assigned, as in the clause states that they can actually assign you any task they deem fit without you opposing to it. So you need to be very careful when you sign your contract, when you go into agreement with this client. Trust me, being a virtual assistant, there are so many things you need to consider, especially in signing your contract. So you need to have a clear directive, clear definition of your job description. So this will help to guide the expectation of the client and also your expectation, right? So it will also help you to be successful on the role. So moving on, the third point is that you need to set realistic and achievable deliverables for yourself. Trust me, you don't want to shoot yourself on the foot. Take it for someone that has experienced this firsthand. So there are times where we work with some clients, and then the clients will ask us, okay, when can you deliver this? When can this be done? So in order for you to, because you want to show that you are capable, because you want to, make good impression, you tell the client, okay, I'll deliver this today, knowing fully well that it cannot be possible. Like, you cannot meet that timeline you've set for yourself. So because you are being under pressure, some sort of pressure, or because you are, you want to make a good impression on the client, you tell the client that you are going to deliver the task by the end of the day, knowing that it is impossible, or it is almost impossible. So you need to always, set realistic and achievable achievable deliverables. That is it. Because without you, take for example, you are the client, and then I am telling you I'm working for you, and then you ask me, when can this be done, or when can certain tasks be done, and then I tell you, okay, it can be done today, and then at the end of today I do not deliver. I do it the first time, I do it the second time, I do it the third time. What impression would that have on you? Like, what impression am I giving off? That's exactly my point. So you wouldn't want to shoot yourself on the foot. You wouldn't want to come off as incompetent, right? So always, it is not compulsory that you should give a direct answer or an instant answer when asked, when can this be delivered? No, it is not a compulsory that for you to answer, okay, I'll deliver by so time, or I'll deliver within so time frame. No, you could actually say, why not give me some time to get back on this, or get back to you on this. That's another answer. That's another way to go about it. So this will help you to reflect on what has been given to you. Ask questions, right? It is very important to ask questions, because there are times some clients may give you tasks, and then there isn't enough time for you to ask questions, right? So then the client asks you, when can this be delivered? So it's not left for you to tell the client, all right, just give me some time to reflect on what you've just assigned to me, and then I'll get back to you on the time frame or on the timeline I will deliver this. It's that simple. By so doing, you are not shooting yourself on the foot. You are not, you are being professional about it. So yes, you always need to, set realistic goals and achievable deliverables for yourself when you are dealing with any client. And now the fourth point is that you should be open to learning. This is very, very important. You may think that you know it all. You may think that forget it, I'm very experienced on this field. Trust me, you do not know it all. As experienced as I am still learning on the job. There are some clients, each client is different, every client is different. Sometimes you may come across some client that they want their tasks to be delivered a certain way, and you're already used to delivering your task certain ways. How do you go about it? This is where your adaptability comes in. This is where your openness comes in. This is where your teachable spirit comes in. You need to always be open to learning. There are so many things out there for you to learn. There are so many things out there. There are so many work tools out there that you are yet to discover. And trust me, if you are rigid, if you are closed-minded, you cannot grow. You will never learn. You will never grow, and you tend to find yourself having issues with various clients because you are not open. You are not open to learning, and you don't want to learn. So for you to be able to excel as a virtual assistant, you need to be open to learning. It's one key thing that is very important, on this job. So then the fifth point is that you should be ready to evolve. These two things, number 4 and number 5, they work hand in hand. You must be ready to evolve. You must be ready to adopt new skills, and work tools. No man is an island. You do not know it all. You do not know it all. There are so many work tools that, they come up every day. There are so many. So you need to be ready to evolve. As they come, you pick up the skill, you learn, and then you go. I remember back then we used to use Excel, for our data analysis, for our data reporting, right? But now we have Power BI, we have Canva. Yes, we have Canva. You can actually use Canva for your reporting, especially your data visualization. So it's the world is evolving, right? The world is evolving, and you need to be ready to evolve with it. You need to be open to learn these skills because they will help you in the long run. So these are the 5 points I actually wrote down. There are so many. Probably in another video I'm going to talk about the others. So there are so many, right? So many things, so many factors you need to adopt, you need to bring on board for you to be able to excel as a virtual assistant. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching it up to this point. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. You never can tell, you might be helping someone out there who is looking forward to venturing into the path of becoming a virtual assistant. So stay subscribed, and look out for my next video. Thank you. Bye.